Academy. So this is Kadir. This class is just introduction about the how my classes will go and what are the things in mainframe online training sessions and what are the topics I will cover in this upcoming videos. So the history of mainframe you can check in the Google. So this is one of the legacy technology, but still billions of transactions is happening only in the mainframe sub. So the reason is because of its high processing speed and its security thing. So almost all top 50 banks, insurance companies, retails, everywhere in the back end there will be a mainframe system. So not only in mainframe we have two things. One is like a batch, another is a online screens. So what is a batch means? Without any manual interruption, the program will automatically trigger and it will execute the bulk of records. It will process the bulk of records. So for example, we can say like a credit card billing. So once the billing time it comes, it will automatically generate the bill and it will send to the customers to their billing address. So there won't be any manual interruption. It is already pre-scheduled. So once its time comes, it will automatically trigger. So that is the thing in batch. So online screen is like there will be a manual interruption, like user or customer will give the input. Based on the input, the system will do the process, and at a time it can process only a single transaction. So that one we will say like a online. So in batch, what are the languages we will use is JCL, COBOL. So in online, what we will use is Kix. So JCL means it's a job control language. This is common business oriented language. Kix is customer information control system. So JCL, what are the purpose of using JCL is JCL, with the help of JCL we can compile the COBOL program, we can execute the COBOL program, we can manipulate the input in the JCL, like the inputs which you are going to give for the COBOL program, those inputs we want to do realignment or those things and all we can do with help of JCL. So batching will have only JCL as well as the COBOL. So the database here we will use is DB2 vsum files, and input file can be in the PS and also GDG. So these are the databases we have. So DBT, you know, it's a relational database. vsum is a keyed file. It will be like a file, but this file have a key. So PS we will say like it's a flat file, like you can consider this as like a notepad. GDC we can say like a generation data set. So these things and all we can see in the upcoming videos. Okay, so in online screens what we'll have is, first we have to develop the screens which is required. So I said like this is a user or customer interactions one. So obviously they need to give the input. Based on the input, the program will the transaction will works. So the user or customer has to give the input, right? So for that we have to develop a screen. So that screen we will develop with the help of BMS. So here we will use some macro codes. With the help of macro codes we can develop the screens, and in Kix COBOL we will tell the how the screen should works. So that we will write in the Kix COBOL. Okay, so okay, this is the things. So next video I will I will teach you the ISPF menu. So the flows and all I will tell you. So in previous video also I have this ISPF menu thing, but it is in Tamil. So for many of them ask for the English version. So I will give you the thing in English versions. So okay, JCL. So where we will write the codes, like JCL I said that is a language, COBOL is a language, so we have to write somewhere, right? So where we will write, so these things and all we will write within the So normally in other system, other languages, we will write in the Eclipse or else some text editors we will use. Here where we will write is, we will write either in PS or else within PDS you can write in the member. So what is PS? So PS is a physical sequential file. So it's a physical sequential dataset. So what is this? Is just like a notepad. It will be like a flat file, like notepad. How we can you can type whatever the things you want, right? The same way the physical sequential also the same. It will be like a same like a notepad. But in notepad and all, you won't mention the size, like in a single row how many characters can be present, like that and all we won't mention in the Windows, like notepad or the Word, like that and all we won't mention. But here, while creating the physical file itself, we can mention in a single row how many characters can be present, and within a block how many rows can be hold, like those informations and all we will give during the creation time itself. So for example, I am giving like 80 characters. That means in a single row we can have only 80 characters. Beyond 80 characters, if you want to type, then it will go to the second row, like that only it will work. So PS is a flat file. You can then PDS we can say like a folder. So this is a partition data set. So this is a folder. So within the folder we can create a PS. That one we will say, but we won't use the term like PS. We will say like use the term like member. So within the PDS we can create a member. So you can write the program either in physical file, physical sequential file, or else in the within the PDS member. Normally we will write it within the PDS in a member. The reason is, like if you are writing in the physical sequential, so each program you will write and you will save. But after some time, some developer comes and they want to check some program means, it's very difficult for them to find the program name, the programs. So it will be very difficult for them. So what we will do is, normally in all the things we will write within the folder, we will have all the files. In the same way, within the PDS we will have all the programs. That programs will be in the written in the member. So for a COBOL we will create a separate PDS. For JCL we will create a separate PDS. So it will be easy for us to find the program names, and we can do, if you want to do any search, those things and all we can easily do. So everything will be maintained in a single PDS, like that we will do. Okay, so this is the introduction one. So from my next video I will start with the JCL, then I will go to the COBOL, then I will go for the COBOL DB2. Then once batch is completed, then I will start the online classes. So if you like my video, you can like it, you can share my screen, you can share the video to your friends, you can subscribe my channel, and if you want to sponsor, you can sponsor me. If you have any queries, you can comment it, or else you can directly mail me. If you want an individual classes also, you can mail to my email ID, which is mentioned in the link description. Thank you.